Welcome everybody. In this lecture, we are going to discuss regarding gymnosperms. Seed plants or spermatophyta are divided into two major groups on the basis of presence or absence of protective structure like ovary wall surrounding the ovule before and after fertilization. On this character, seed plants were divided into two major groups, that are gymnosperms and angiosperms. The gymnosperms means the word gymnosperm, that is made up of two different words, that are gymnos and sperma. In this, gymno means naked and sperma means seeds. In this group, ovules are naked or completely exposed. Means gymnosperms are naked seeded plants, whereas angiosperms, they are flowering plants, and angion means a case or bag-like structure and sperma means seeds. Angiosperms are the closed seeded plants. In this group, ovules are enclosed by ovary. As we have already seen that gymnosperms are seed-bearing plants, but most important characteristic of gymnosperm is seeds are naked. In angiospermic plants, after fertilization, ovary get converted into fruits and ovule into seeds. In gymnosperms, fruit formation cannot take place, and therefore seeds which are produced are not enclosed inside fruit-like structure. Therefore, seeds in gymnospermic plants, they are naked. The gymnosperms, they occupy intermediate position between pteridophytes and angiosperms and less evolved and primitive as compared to angiosperms. Next, we will see the distribution of gymnospermic plant. The gymnospermic plants, they are distributed temperate and tropical zones of the earth. There are near about 70 genera and 725 species of living gymnosperm distributed throughout the world. In India, 16 genera and 53 species were recorded. The gymnospermic plants, the general history of gymnosperms showed that they are most ancient seed plants originated about 300 million years ago. The paleobotanical studies indicate that they are originated during Paleozoic era, flourished well during Mesozoic era, and then many of their genera became extinct. Some of these genera are available for studies in the form of fossil. Some of living gymnosperm genera from Mesozoic era are called living fossils due to their very long fossil history. An important example of living fossil is Ginkgo biloba. These are the certain examples of gymnospermic plants, that are the cycas. Another picture, that is Pinus and Nitum. Let us study the general characters of gymnosperm. The first characteristic of gymnospermic plant is some genera of gymnosperms have become completely extinct, while some genera, though originated in Mesozoic era, still exist in living forms. All living gymnosperms are middle-sized tree except Nitum. Nitum is a woody climber. Then the taproot system. The gymnospermic plant possesses presence of taproot system, but in certain examples, you observe presence of additional types of the roots in addition to the taproot. For example, in Pinus, you observe that there is a presence of mycorrhizal types of roots. In these roots, there is a presence of fungal association in the form of mycorrhiza, whereas In cycles, you observe that presence of additional types of the roots that are known as cororal roots, which are associated with nitrogen fixing bacteria. In gymnospermic plants, stem is branched except cycas. In cycas, you observe that the stem is unbranched. Then stem is woody and covered with leaf scars and small scaly leaves. The leaves which are present in gymnospermic plants, they are of two different types. Out of that, the first type that is known as green leaves and another type that are the scaly leaves. The green leaves, they are also known as photosynthetic leaves. They perform the function of photosynthesis. Whereas the scaly leaves, they are protective in nature. The green leaves shows variation in their shape. In pinus, you observe there is a presence of needle-like leaves. In Netum, the leaves are entire, whereas large palm-like pinnate leaves are observed in cycas. The root system that shows the presence of diarch or polyarch type of vascular bundles. Then what are diarch type of vascular bundle? Diarch means it shows the presence of two strands of xylem, and polyarch means presence of more than two bundles of xylem. Then the stem shows presence of collateral open vascular bundle. Collateral means a vascular bundle in which phloem and xylem, they lie on same radius, and open means cambium is present in between xylem and phloem, and thus they shows secondary growth. Then the reproductive structures in gymnospermic plants, they are in the form of compact structure. That structure is known as cone, or it may be known as strobulus. The plants are heterosporous. Heterosporous means it produces two types of spores which are different in size and sex. The male is known as microspore and female structure that is known as megaspore. Then microspores or pollen grains are produced in very large number in microsporangia, which are present on lower surface of microsporophylls in male comb. The megaspores or ovules are naked and are produced on the megasporophylls. The ovules are relatively few in number and with single integument consist of 3 distinct layers. As the plants are heterosporous, male and female gametophytes, they are separate. Then the male cones remains on the plant for short duration while female cones remains for relatively longer duration due to slow development after fertilization. For example, pinus. Then the pollination which is present in gymnosperms, that is known as anemophilous type. That is, pollen grains are carried with the help of wind, or pollination, it takes place with the help of wind. The zygote develops into an embryo and embryo into mature ovule. The ovule is naked, ovary is absent, seeds are naked. The seed shows hard covering. Then the seeds are naked, and for the protection of embryo, they shows this presence of hard covering which develops from middle stony layer of integument. Generally, the seed shows presence of 2 cotyledons, but in some example, you observe that there is a presence of single cotyledon, and in pinus, you observe that there is a presence of many cotyledons. Then the sporophytic generation is dominant and independent, while the gametophytic generation is very much reduced and dependent. These are certain general characteristics of gymnospermic plants.